Hi, I'm Sean St. Clair. I'm an attorney with Fowler St. Clair. Today I want to talk about placing heirs on title to real estate. When someone passes away, there are a number of ways that we can deal with the real estate of that individual. One way is to do a probate. That's where we go into court and actually file a application for the appointment of a personal representative. That personal representative is then appointed, and then that personal representative is empowered to sell the real estate owned by the deceased. The other option is to prepare and file an affidavit of succession to real property. There are certain categories that must be met to do an affidavit of succession, and I won't go over those today. But if those categories are met, then the heirs actually take title to the real estate, and then if they want to sell the real estate, they can as owners of the property. Now, if the deceased had done some pre-planning, they could also have done what's called a beneficiary deed, where they execute a deed while they're living, which states that when they pass away, that their beneficiaries or their heirs are to take title to the real estate. And in that case, all you have to do is record a death certificate. The problem, though, with placing heirs on title to the real estate is that you are potentially exposing them to liability associated with owning real estate. So, for example, if somebody were to come on to the property and injure themselves, well, then it's the owner that's liable. So if the heirs had taken title at that point and come on title to the property, then they would be responsible for those injuries potentially. The second is if there's any issues with the property that the heirs knew of or should have known of, and they didn't disclose to the buyer of the property, then the buyer would have a claim against the heirs rather than having the buyer's claim limited to the assets of the estate. So if the goal is to simply liquidate or sell the real property, then it may be better not to put the heirs on title, but to simply do a probate and have the personal representative sell the property. That way, the only liability exposure for the property is the estate and not the heirs and their individual assets. If you have any questions regarding probate, affidavit of succession, beneficiary deed, or any other real estate related questions, please feel free to call us, 480-788-9911. Thank you.